Director of Athletics and Recreation, Jermaine Truex. What an exciting day as we welcome back one of our own, John Griffin, his lovely wife, Bree, and three wonderful children back to the Lewisburg community. We are super thrilled, and as you look around the room, I think we all sense the energy. It's palpable, and so thanks again for being here. Real quick, we're going to watch a video, but before we do that, on behalf of President Brodman, just want to thank you all for coming as well. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. He was set to be here, but he's got some personal things going on. But I just want to publicly thank him for all of his support. He understands the importance of this moment, what basketball means to this community. And I can't thank him enough for all of his support throughout this process. Looking around to see if I see Tim Pavlechko, but I want to thank Tim for his work with me throughout this search, and so appreciate you Tim, over there in the corner. Just as I mentioned to the media earlier, the Why John piece, and for me, he has the it factor, and a lot of times we struggle to define what it is, but there's no doubt he has it. His potential to be a phenomenal head coach is through the roof. He's extremely bright. He is a son of a coach and really a basketball family, and so he's been around it all of his life, and so he gets it in a unique way, but he certainly earned his way to this opportunity. What's really unique about him that I love, and I talk about this a lot with our coaches, is he knows how to meet young people where they are, dig down deep, push them beyond where they even thought they could go. I think our team might attest to that early on, right? But at the same time, he knows how to wrap his arms around young people, love them, and they'll know that it's coming from a place of care, and that's so important as we think about today's environment. The other piece is the forward-thinking mindset. The standards have not changed. The goal is to compete for, win Patriot League championships, get into the NCAA tournament, be competitive, win games, and yes, be one of the best mid-major programs in the country. But the reality of it is times are different. The evolution of college athletics is very, very different. So the roadmap to success is going to be different than it was 5, 10, 20 years ago. And he gets that. And that's that forward-thinking mindset that was really attractive for us. The last piece is I had the opportunity to see him in person, to see his work ethic, his competitive spirit, his passion for this place, this passion to galvanize the campus community, the broader Lewisburg community, alumni, and beyond. And to be able to see that up close and personal really resonated with me. And so I know that we have a star here in the making. This was an extremely competitive field. This is the best job in the Patriot League, and again, one of the best jobs in mid-major basketball. I say that to say there were a lot of attractive quality candidates, but once again, a Bucknellian rose above them all. So it is my pleasure to introduce the 22nd head men's basketball coach at Bucknell University, John Griffin III. I know you guys know this was not his number, but the 22 signifies the 22nd.
Well, this is an amazing turnout, and it's a dream come true on so many levels. I'd first like to just start by expressing sincere gratitude to President John Brodman, to Director of Athletics Jermaine Truex, and to Deputy Athletic Director Tim Pavlechko for believing in my vision for the program, for selecting me as the head coach here at Bucknell, and as I just said, it's a dream come true. I'm proud to have graduated from Bucknell. I'm proud to have worn the jersey. And many of you have seen me in the jersey. And I still have, although I've matured and now I have 3 amazing children, married to an amazing woman, I still have that same fire. It may look a little different, significantly slower, but I still carry myself from an attitude standpoint with great pride in this program. I wouldn't be standing here today if I didn't acknowledge a couple people that are really close to my heart. And it starts with my wife, Bree, who is a champion. I've said it before, for a large portion of my coaching career, I was an assistant at home and I was an assistant at work. And at home, we have the best head coach. And she carries quite a bit, being that the coaching profession doesn't allow necessarily the standard amount of time with your family. And I'm unbelievably appreciative. Many of you will meet my boys because they will be flying around not only Soika, but Lewisburg. My parents, my family, there's a person that's not here that's very special to me. I've been blessed with in-laws that took me in from day one. My father-in-law passed a year ago, and for about 10 years, we would talk about how he would be the assistant to the head coach. And I know he's proud, but he'd be disappointed if I didn't acknowledge him. So my parents are here. My parents have raised me to what you see today. I'm a son of a coach. I'm the brother of a coach. My younger brother's a coach as well. And being in a family of basketball, you quickly learn the significance of relationships, because you're thrust into an environment that is high intensity and with a range of people, a very diverse group of people, and you really have to learn how to connect, and you have to learn what's important. And I've been blessed to see it firsthand. On top of the fact that, there's a lot of expectations to win, and nobody likes to lose, and so there's an emotional element to that. But, as a coach, you're a teacher. And everybody in this room has had a teacher or a coach that you ultimately look back on when you're thinking about life that had an impact. And so I got a great vantage point of how to do it. And it's carried me to this point. I've been surrounded by unbelievable coaches outside of my family that I consider extended family. It started in high school with Speedy Marce. He's a Philadelphia basketball legend. He has over 1,000 wins. And you would think on the surface he teaches you how to win. Reality is he taught me loyalty. He taught me the significance of caring for somebody regardless of whether the ball goes in or turning the ball over. And, that's something that somebody with 1,000 wins you'd never know could teach you. Coach Flannery's here. Coach Flannery allowed me to express myself with the chip on the shoulder that I have. But he's a great schematic mind. He's been an unbelievable mentor for me throughout my coaching career, one that I've been able to rely on. As an assistant, you need mentors. There's no magic trick to ultimately being prepared for the head coaching opportunity when it presents itself, and the mentorship will carry you pretty far. And then most recently, Billy Lang. Billy Lang provided me with an amazing role in a tumultuous situation. I learned decision-making. I learned the transfer portal. I learned all about modern-day college basketball. And it's prepared me, all the decisions that I've made and that he's pushed me to make, prepared me to even be more comfortable and confident in this spot. And then I've worked for great people, Kevin Baggett, Nathan Davis, Jim O'Brien, Frank Vogel. These guys they always check on me. I'm so blessed. And finally, what I really would like to say is this is an amazing program, and I recognize that. And that's one of the reasons I couldn't be more grateful for this opportunity. It was built off of the backs of amazing basketball players, amazing coaches, hardworking trainers, diligent strength coaches, okay, aggressive, progressive administrators, thinking big picture about the student-athlete experience, the community, everybody in here. I've spent 8 years in Lewisburg, and that 8 years is in this room. And it's truly humbling because it's equally as special to me as it is to you guys. And that's why this program is the best in the Patriot League. Everyone will look on the surface and say, it's the facility. It's the history. It's the people. 1,000% will always be the people. And I'm doing my job showing these guys over here, these young men, how important it is to have pride in the jersey because of the people. And we'll be competitive. These guys, we've spent 2 days in the gym. They're fiery. They're already trying to connect the way that I'm going to hold them to. They're open-minded. I'm new to them. They didn't ask for this. But I will be there to remind them that this program will always be built on the people that came before them and the people that constantly support them. I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more appreciative. I'm going to be a great team player with Jermaine as he continues to push this athletic department forward in a tough time. You know, there's tons of hurdles, so to say. And I'll be right here doing my part. And I can't wait to get back to Soika. I know we have I haven't counted the days, but let's just say 6 months, roughly 5 months. But it's a process. Ultimately, everyone in here has seen the NCAA tournament. They've seen and felt the excitement and the lifelong experience. It's ingrained. When you get there, you want to get back. And so, as I just said, I credit these young men for, we spent 2 days in the gym. And we haven't talked about anything but the moment. Not looking backwards, not looking forwards. They went day by day. Probably the first day was a little bit more challenging than the second day. And it's going to be all about the process. But you're going to see a lively group. I probably won't be wearing a suit because I still have a tendency to get in like a three-quarter defensive stance on the sidelines. And if I wore a suit, I'd rip my pants. I really do. My family, Bree, the boys, we look forward to seeing everybody. This is going to be a great upcoming year, but it's going to be a process. So thank you again, and Ray Bucknell.
What a day to be a Bison! I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go down to Soika right now and watch these guys play with this guy coaching. Some quick housekeeping items before we let you guys all go. First of all, thanks for the great turnout. Many of you have already asked about season tickets for next year. Call the campus box office, tell them you want season tickets. They will put you on a list, and we will contact you in the order you call. We're going to fill that place. Let's go. Secondly, today was also a huge day for Bison Athletics and the basketball program. Today was our One Herd, One Day Giving Challenge, and we knocked it out of the park completely, but the basketball program set a new record for both donors and dollars raised. So kudos to all of you that donated already, but how many of you in this room have a cell phone? Like lots of you, I know you do. Right back there. We are now in double overtime. So if you want to help out the Bucknell program, only tonight, this will count towards the challenge. And there will also be a computer in the back, and Joel and myself will be back there. If you guys want to help support Bucknell and Coach Griffin and these guys, we'd more than take your support tonight. Appreciate everything you do. Welcome to John. Go Bison.